Roma and Bayer Leverkusen going through, as are Marseille and Atalanta. May 2nd is the first leg of those semifinals. We have that to look forward to. But let's start with the big one in Bergamo. Atalanta hosting Liverpool. They entered into this tie with a 3-0 advantage. Would Liverpool be able to harness some more European magic? And sadly for me and Liverpool fans everywhere, the answer was a resounding nah.
Well, they got the early goal.
They
right?
did, and honestly...
Did you think at that point, because it came so early?
I was trying to very much temper my expectations in this one, but you get an early goal like that and sort of gifted it, I thought, and Mo Salah absolutely buries the penalty, and I thought, okay, maybe this is going to be the thing that ignites them. But guys, it feels like years since they've scored a goal from the run of play.
Well, they had a chance. Mo Salah was in on a 1v1. Ball was bouncing perfect. Goalkeeper was coming out, and somehow he puts that wide. If he scores that like 5 minutes before halftime, and now they're only down a goal going into the second half, I think the outcome could have been different. But fair play to Gasperini, the coach of Atalanta. This is incredible for them. Second only semifinal in their history.
What's also crazy is after the match, we had the owner, Steve Pagliuca, on, and he was there. He was talking about just what an incredible journey it's been for him as a first, this is his first foray into European football, being the owner of Atalanta and seeing how special it is for the club, what it means to the club, to the fans. It's incredible. It's Liverpool, knocking out Liverpool in a European tie to get to a semifinal. I mean,
huge.
And not only that, they have the most favorable path to a final. Roma and Leverkusen are the two biggest teams left, and they got to play against each other. And the other, now Marseille, they're obviously no slouch. They have some incredible players, but
you don't know which version of Marseille is going to show up.
So they're so unpredictable. Obviously, when you have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, it's just one of those players who is. It's very hard to gauge where he's going to be. Is he going to be on? He's one of the most prolific. He is the most prolific goal scorer in the Europa League competition history. So I'm just excited for Atalanta because.
No, it's an incredible result for them. And Liverpool, over 2 legs, they just couldn't figure them out, Jimmy.
Yeah, it was interesting. Atalanta, I thought the tactics were spot on for them in the first leg. They came with some real purpose and no fear playing at Anfield, which I thought was pretty impressive, all things considered, and clearly put a dent into Liverpool because they ended up losing to Crystal Palace a couple days later. I didn't want to bring up old stuff for you, but they've got some work to do. But as it pertains to Atalanta, I'm a big fan of Gianpiero Gasperini. I think he's now going to get his flowers in some ways. He's been flying under the radar as a manager. I think the people that know that he's good, but now he's going to get, hopefully, that shine that he deserves. And the players as well. It's a nice showcase for them. And as Chuck said, Marseille is an opponent that over 2 legs, I think they can get the better of. But once they get to the final, that's going to be a little bit different.
They're going to walk into this competition or this next round with a lot of confidence that they went to Anfield and absolutely bodied Liverpool. And you're talking about Gasperini. A manager that's had to retool this club. Every year they sell their best players. It's kind of how Atalanta has to work and constantly finds a way to make them better, to now be getting that shine in his 60s. People were talking about him possibly getting a chance maybe in a Premier League club going after him. Maybe he's too old. Maybe people won't go after him in that sense. For now, at least, to get this shine, to do it on his own, to not have to go to a different club and do it, is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, one thing I want to add, too, is that once they gave up the early goal, and you can feel the momentum shifting to Liverpool's way, and they were clearly playing on the front foot, Liverpool, the fact that they didn't capitulate, and that they held their ground and didn't give up that second goal and then managed the game out, I think really speaks to the team overall.
Jimmy, they were creating chances. I was shocked at the way Atalanta was playing. They were taking it to Liverpool just as much as Liverpool were taking it to them. So just full credit to Atalanta.
Yeah, no, that's all you can really say. As a Liverpool fan, it's concerning that at this point in the season they're hitting this lull, this inevitable lull that seems to always happen every season. But at this time, and if I don't know if you saw Klopp on the touchline, at one point he sat down on one of the buckets, and the body language that was there, it was almost this resignation that it's just not going to happen. And so
how'd that feel for you? That's his last European competition.
It was sad. It's sad, obviously in your head. I was there when they won the Carabao Cup final, and I saw this incredible fight from this team, this just like relentlessness. They were not going to give up. And it was just completely different vibes that I was watching yesterday. And you wanted, as a Liverpool fan, you wanted Klopp to kind of go out on top and have this farewell tour and to, have one more taste of European glory with this Liverpool team. And so to kind of see it end in such a meager way was sad. I felt really sad.
I was a little puzzled by the team selection too. Just Cody.
Which one? Leg one?
Right. This game.
They made 6 changes from 1 to 2.
Yeah.
No, but 1, they put themselves in that hole. You don't start Mohamed Salah in that game. That sends a message to the team. I'm sorry. Jurgen Klopp has made a lot of right decisions throughout the season, throughout his career with Liverpool, but he didn't value Atalanta like the way he should have.
I don't disagree. And I didn't hate the lineup that he put out yesterday because Darwin Núñez, and I've been a stan of Darwin Núñez. Well, he's also coming back I don't think he's quite fully fit yet. And so I was okay with Darwin Núñez coming off the bench because he's been really productive in those situations this season. But I think what's happening is that you're getting, you finally are getting these guys back, but none of them are truly match fit yet. And it's just this sort of like this bad timing because you could see like even Trent looked like he was struggling a bit. And with Connor Bradley now out, the onus is on him. And so it just feels like they're not quite together yet, and these guys like Szoboszlai has looked completely off.
Well, they're running out of
pace.
time, Suze. They better figure that out.
I know, and so it's kind of I don't know. I'm sort of in this this moment of resignation point where hey, at least they won one trophy.
Feels like you got 1 lap left in the race, but you're starting to run out of gas.
Yeah, exactly. But.
We'll see how they respond against Fulham.
I don't know.
That response is going to be everything for the rest of the season.
Exactly. And who knows what City and Arsenal are going to do the rest of the way out.
Yeah, you got 1 lap, but
we shall
legs
see.
They're wilting.
Your clutch leg is cramping. Tough.
Yikes. All right, let's elsewhere in Europa League, we had Roma taking on Milan. Roma had the 1-0 advantage heading into that tie, and it was another huge night for Daniele De Rossi, who now has the full-time job. They've locked him up, the 2-1 win over Milan. It's just this Roma side are rejuvenated. They are exciting.
Oh, look at the power of Lukaku there. And then the chop.
It is
I've got a lot of questions,
but look at this
Milan's
finish from Dybala.
Yeah.
Dybala.
I get it. It's a world-class finish from Dybala here, and obviously Lukaku does the hard work in the trenches to create that opportunity. But I've got a lot of questions of Milan's defending. However, I do want to say this. Roma, they're on their way to their 3rd final. They won the Europa Conference League in 2022. They got to the Europa League final last season against Sevilla. We're up 1-0, ended up losing in penalties after finishing 1-1 after 90 minutes. So whatever you think about Jose Mourinho, he has got them a little battle-worn for how to have success in cup competitions. And then you add the little magic of De Rossi in there, and all of a sudden they're starting to play like a team that I think has a real chance to win this competition.
You know who they've beaten along the way in those 2 competitions?
Tell me.
Leverkusen.
Wow.
So now, the revenge.
La
Tour
Revancha.
right here.
Wow.
Bayern Leverkusen.
That's tasty.
Unbeaten this entire season, which is incredible. Think about it. All
Looked susceptible yesterday as well, but then still found a way to get it done.
Same when they were down 2-0 to Karabakh, and they came back to level it up. I think Xabi Alonso, we talk about all the moves he made. He substituted Kusunu in the 29th minute because he was on a yellow card and he was playing poorly. And he made a crazy change for Tapsoba to bring him into the game. And then just the idea of figuring out, okay, you know what? I know who to get the most out of. I know who to move. I'm going to bring in Boniface. I'm going to
And Frimpong at halftime.
Oh, my God.
They have a little depth, too, which is I appreciate about Leverkusen.
I
And
think
everyone's playing in the top form.
This is a final. You know, it's like you get this final. Real Madrid and Man City, that's like a final. So I think this is going to be an incredible
Jimmy
2
thinks
legs.
that Roma could win this competition. Do you agree that
They could win.
They could.
But
I think whoever wins this one, whoever wins the semi will
for me,
win it all.
Leverkusen has to be the favorite.
Leverkusen is just going to go undefeated the whole way through.
I mean,
What's that, 50 games total? They're what, at 44?
I don't know.
They have Dortmund this weekend.
That's tough.
Then they have Stuttgart.
They're going to drop a game, I think, in the league.
Yeah, they have Dortmund, then Stuttgart.
Jeez, you guys hate fantasies, bro?
To think, though, they completely outplayed West Ham in the first leg, right? And then the second leg, you felt, oh, maybe they can.
Well, they were a little hungover. Hungover from celebrating. That first half, West Ham got at them, bro, in that first half.
Did.
But in that second half, they said, hey, everybody, drink a little Gatorade or whatever, Lucozade, whatever they drink out there. We need to get ourselves back.
It's very relatable. I had some wine last night. Maybe I'm a little hungover this morning, you know? You don't know.
That explains why you fell asleep in the pre-production meeting.